team captain Ingrid Panganiban. Pass to Corteno, relax to Chris. Yes, sir.
Here's Wagan. Picks it out. Puliente, step back. Goes up. Yes!
Way into our exciting holiday knockout special, and this time we headline the winner go home match of the 16 under South Division with the deciding game 3 of the best of 3 division finals between the number 1 seed Davao Red Cubs, who barely made it last Sunday, against the number 2 seed Bauan 16U, who escaped by a hairline in game number 2. As we bring you the live coverage of the division finals of the Extreme Gaming Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. So we're halfway through a 5-game slate. Ngayong araw, Quezon City and Pampanga will figure out that game 3 as well on 2 p.m. and we'll finish our Friday with Quezon City and Mindoro sa ating 14 under division. Still greeting you a pleasant afternoon, Jaime Mendehar, still here with Coach Mark Dandan, and it has been, well, not the closest of ball games for the first 2 games that we've covered, but in terms of intensity, energy, these players have come to play.
Oh, they understand the assignment. Ika nga nila, the energy, the hustle, the heart is always there, but yun nga, game 3, anything is possible still. You know, we still have a bunch of game 3s to provide you here today. So you're all in it for exciting games the whole day.
It has been the higher seed so far that have been taking it away. Although in this particular matchup, game 2 victory went to the lower seed. Looking back dun sa kanilang matchup nga, just last weekend, itong Bauan 16U with the slimmest of margins, 81-80.
Now, you're looking at the stats, it doesn't really tell the story of the whole game. This was a game that could have gone either way. No, the momentum was swinging first to Davao, then Bauan. Palitan sila kumbaga sa boxing. You know, trading haymakers left and right. But at the end of the day, Bauan got the crucial stop at the end. And all it takes is, you know, the inches in the game. Just one stop spelled the difference for Bauan, leading us to this game 3.
For the Davao Red Cubs nga, despite that loss, a key player para sa kanila was Andre Ugadan, finishing with that monster double-double.
Nothing new for Andre Ugadan. He's been leading Davao Red Cubs the whole season long. He finished with 13 points, 16 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Pero yeah, the scoring not really there. This is below his average, his usual average. So he has to pick it up dito sa game 3 natin, and because we know Bauan will be keying on him on defense.
Speaking of picking it up, in that game 2 victory, Gillian Ynares, the smooth operator, finished with 30 big markers carrying his team to extending this to game number 3.
Gillian Ynares, we all know what this kid can do. He's been leading the way for Bauan 16U the whole season long. 30 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 5 steals. So he can do everything. He's already notched a triple-double dito sa Junior MPBL. So we all know the type of player Gillian Ynares is. But game 3 really changes things for a lot of kids. Baka first time nila ma-experience ang ganitong level.
What a platform din bibigyan ng Junior MPBL to give them that type of experience. And they are the same players na sisilipin nga natin dito sa ating marquee matchup. Still speaking of Andre Ugadan and Gillian Ynares.
no, ugadan will be a problem for the front line itong Bauan, Cafe Uno, and at the same time for the perimeter defense itong ng Davao, 22.6 rebounds, 5 assists per game for Ynares. Two guys that the defenses will key in this afternoon. Afternoon na tayo. So it's going to be a fun tactical matchup makikita natin for both teams.
And the drums are roaring in anticipation of game number 3 today. Would we have our first upset sa game of 3 do or die, or would Davao Red Cubs join their 18 under counterparts sa national finals? Let's find out through our venue announcer with our starting lineups.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Ynares Sports Arena, Pasig City. Here we go for the MPBL's Junior MPBL inaugural season South Division Finals Game 3, 16 under, powered by Extreme Gaming. It's time for your Davao MS Elite 16 under versus Bauan Cafe Uno 16 under. Introducing first the starters for the Davao MS Elite 16 under. Point guard number 2, Simutsi Matias. Center number 8, Aidan Tolentino. Power forward number 22, Dylan Natividad. Small forward number 24, Rob Rainier Salas. Shooting guard number 30, Sean Howe. The head coach of Davao MS Elite 16 under, Coach Brit Roma, assisted by Coach Ricky Alcantara and Coach Alex Kaluwang. And now, it's time to meet the starters of your Bauan Cafe Uno 16 under. Center number 7, Jarrell Marks Prieto. Shooting guard number 11, Jillian Ynares. Power forward number 12, Mark Prince Haramo. Small forward number 17, Thomas Gabriel Purisima. Point guard number 25, Jamal Cedric Diaz. The head coach of Bauan Cafe Uno 16 under, Coach Pandy Lauriega, Coach Mag Bautista, and Kane Bailon. The team manager, Ryan Dolor, and team consultant, Henry Montemayor. The game's official at this match, your crew chief, Joel Badeo, Joseph Cleopas, Nino Perez, Dong Ramos, Raymond Madera, and Erwin Canosa. This is Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL inaugural season South Division Finals Game 3, 16 under, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
The tip-off for game number 3 of this 5-game slate ngayong Biyernes, the Davao Red Cubs against Bauan Cafe Uno sa ating 16 under South Division. Game number 3, do or die for a ticket to the Junior MPBL National Finals. As we see a Bauan get that first opportunity but will miss on the break. Starters muna tayo for both squads. Para sa Davao Red Cubs, Timothy Matias, Aiden Tolentino, Dylan Natividad, Rob Celes, and Sean Howe completing their 5. For the Bauan Cafe Uno naman, we have Jarrell Prieto, Gillian Kines, Mark Horoma, Thomas Purisima, and Jamal Diaz. Sean Howe opens up the scoring here with that 3-ball. Same in the game number 2. Actually, Sean Howe was able to hit 2 3-pointers at the beginning of that ball game.
What a start for both teams. Running offense well. Sean Howe nasagot kaagad ni Diaz.
No, Jamal Diaz, medyo maraming utang na pwedeng singilin dito kay Jamal Diaz. He was off throughout that game number 2. Talagang binuhat nga lang ni Gillian Kines ang kanilang opensa. So I'm pretty sure he would want to make up for the struggles that he had in that second game. Rebound, tapped to himself by Prieto. Goes to Diaz. Kines now. Dalawang nakaputi na kaagad dito, nakatutok sa kanya. As a 3-ball will rattle out para kay Purisima. Matias with a board. Floater. Ayaw din. Timothy Matias actually had the shot to end that game. Only missing on that 3-ball would have meant a ticket na nga na nakaabang na lang sa kanila sa finals but wasn't able to hit that three-pointer.
Yun yung kumbaga, kung babiyahe ka, tatatakan na lang eh. Di ba? Tatatakan na lang yung passport mo. Pasok ka na sa boarding gate. Kaso.
And this 1600 division, Coach Mark, I mean, I'm extra excited for this particular division. Dahil doon naman sa kabila, the Junior Giant Lanterns, Ken Jem Moral and the rest of his crew going up against the Junior Giants later on today. Kasama naman doon si Gian Gomez and his squad trying to battle their way through for their own date sa division finals.
Panay Giants pala yung matchup mamaya, no?
Pareho Giants.
Panay Giants.
Speaking of Giants, just the game previously, the Cavite City Aces Solar advancing to the national finals with a victory against the Surhomes Leyte. Sila nga ang pangalawang team today that have gone through our national finals. Ang game natin kanina, Mandaluyong, was also able to come up with that victory against Rizal Switch Fiber. Matias, no look to How with a lefty finish. And tingnan mo naman yung crowd na meron tayo dito for the Davao Red Cubs. Showing their all-out support.
All out na all out. Pati drumline all out. It's a good crowd to have here dito sa Game 3 natin. This is what you play for, right?
Siyempre, if ikaw ang San Beda, ang Davao Red Cubs,
Ganun na rin.
you can't blame me if I said that. Talagang this is the type of crowd that they're used to, supporting their school and this Davao Red Cubs squad. So Bauan, something that they have to get familiar with as well. Yung ingay, yung intensity din ng crowd, not just yung game. Leading 5-4 as Matias galing sa labas. Bauan will regain possession.
A bit stiff, both teams to start the game. Compared din sa mga first two games natin, high energy, high octane agad. Itong dalawang team natin, medyo sukat lahat ng kilos nila. Alam nila what's at stake here dito sa Game 3 natin.
It is Shesta time, so I guess might be playing a part as Jamal Diaz gets his second basket. That was smooth jumper.
It's a good sign for Bauan. Jamal Diaz hitting his first two shots. Kailangan siya dito kasama ni Jillian Quines.
Has been Diaz and Quines throughout their seasons, both averaging 22 for the Junior MPBL. So, either or. Pero ang gusto mo, both end ang mangyari dito kay Jamal Diaz and Jillian Quines. But so far, Diaz has had a strong start. Able to elude this defender, spinning in the lane! Jamal Diaz with a spin cycle.
Jamal Diaz putting Davao into the washing machine. Turning and spinning and finishing.
8-5 now, 3-point advantage for the Cafe Uno. As Celis works inside. So Rob Celis, I was talking about Jamal Diaz earlier that struggled in game number 2. Celis hounded by early foul trouble and didn't get his rhythm throughout that ball game. Top scored for his team nga in that game 1 victory. Hinahanap din ang kanyang opensa dito sa game number 3. Quines able to save that basketball. Sidestepping his way through, scoops it up, will be fouled.
What a backcourt itong gamit ng Bauan. Talking about Jamal Diaz and Jillian Quines. Two guys very dynamic. Si Jamal Diaz a little flashier. Dun sa mga Quines nga, si saw earlier. The washing machine spin cycle finish. Pero ito si Jillian Quines, a little more straight to the point yung kilos nito. No wasted movements.
Sabi nga niya, when we covered this team just last week, Quines is more kind of the triple threat, na bibigyan ka rin niya ng dimes and ng rebounds, right? But Jamal Diaz, kung pure scorer lang sa pure scorer, talagang yun ang ibibigay niya sa'yo. So kapag on tong si Jamal Diaz, he really could put up, easily 30 in this ball game.
It reminds me of that Kyrie Irving, James Harden backcourt sa Brooklyn nun.
Corner, 3 ball, that would miss. Defensive rebound here secured by San Buenaventura. Still 11 to shoot for the Red Cubs. How once again will try. Gets another 3-pointer, Sean Howe. 2 3-pointers here in the first.
Great start for Sean Howe. 8 early points and being the weapon that he is.
Jamal Diaz babawi. Short on his 3-point try. Purisimo with the board. Looking for Prieto inside. Stolen by Davao. Celis a bit too fast for his dribble. Turnover, babalik ang bola sa Bauan.
Yeah, Coach Brit Roma pretty disappointed. He wanted his kids to really execute in the half court. Sabi niya, daan-daan lang. No need to rush because they've been very successful moving the ball around, finding open shooters like Sean Howe.
Sean Howe nga has used that three-pointer. Same na same. Ganun, two three-pointers din to in game number 2. Aiding in that strong start for the Red Cubs as Ynares gets that basket to go. 6 points so far para kay Gillian Ynares. 6 each for Diaz and Ynares. 12 to 10, 2-point advantage para sa Bauan. Hand off to Celes. Well read by Ynares. Goes behind the back. Missing on that scoop. Once again. Almost another 3-ball. Good line. Purisima will run it para sa Bauan. Foul will be whistled here against the Red Cubs. That would be team foul number 1 pa lamang with still 3:07 remaining sa ating first quarter.
A very late entry for Andre Ogadan dito sa first quarter natin with 3 minutes left. So he has to put in the work. Kailangan uminit agad. It takes a while for some kids to really warm up on the floor. Matagal siya nasa bench kanina. So we'll see what kind of impact Ogadan can provide in 3 minutes or less than 3 minutes dito sa first quarter natin.
Sabi mo nga, matchup nightmare din itong si Andre Ogadan for the front court of Bauan Cafe Uno. That versatility. Not your traditional big, no, in terms of size, especially when we look at the likes of Jello Lumage, the likes of Prince Carino in the previous matchup, no? But Andre Ogadan really gives that flexibility nga to this Brit Roma squad.
He's a guy who can play either the small forward or power forward spots. So, you know, he's a multiple position threat. And he plays well within the system of Coach Brit Roma. Kasi I've never seen him really break a play. Lahat ng score niya kadalasan, especially in the half court, are coming off sets nitong si Coach Brit. So he's a perfect fit dito sa gustong system ni Coach Brit. That's why kanina sinasabi niya, dahan-dahan lang. Takbo natin yung mga play natin because yung pace na ito, yung up and down, really favors itong Bauan because you have guys like Jamal Diaz and Gillian Ynares who live on the fast break.
They thrive din sa open court, no, na type of basketball. And syempre, ikaw Davao, you are a school-based squad, so may sistema ka talagang in place. You won't really find scorers na talagang pumuputok for, you know, major points, but it's really kind of what points can be produced out of the execution na hinihingi nga ni Coach Brit. Just trailing by 2 though in this ball game. 2:45 left in the first. Olango will be fouled, head to the line for a couple.
No, attempts like this, you know, points from other people like bukod kay Ynares at kay Diaz will be very big para dito sa Bauan because we all know that Davao is, you know, they do rely on Ogadan but balanced scoring. Kadalasan itong Davao Red Cubs. Samantalang medyo top-heavy naman ang scoring itong Bauan because of their 2-star players. So the support from the other players nitong Bauan will be very important to keep them in pace with Davao.
You know what you're gonna get from Ynares and Diaz.
Exactly.
And any given ball game has been the theme for Bauan Cafe Uno, finishing one of the higher seats in the elimination round. Pero in this type of playoff atmosphere, game number 3, that third, maybe even fourth scorer, talagang hinahanap dito ng Bauan Cafe Uno. Inside, San Buenaventura gets his first 2 of the game.
You see what happens when Davao really sets up and runs something very successful.
Ynares floats it up. Look at that smooth move coming from Gillian Ynares.
Makines na makines ang kilos ni Gillian Ynares.
Smooth operator indeed. Missing from the key. Rebound battle. Players on the floor. Jump ball will be whistled here. Ball possession goes to the Davao Red Cubs. Ato Bauan Cafe Uno rather.
You know, the challenge ngayon para dito sa Bauan, Ynares is starting well, Diaz starting well. Pag umupo sila, how will you sustain the quality of play that you have right now?
Baka nga, wala na lang palang upuan. No?
Yun din. Parang ginawa ni Jello Lumage kanina.
So Ynares gets another basket, make that 8 points now. 10 points so far for the smooth operator. As off the ball, foul will be whistled here against Olango. Trying to check Andre Ogadan.
If you're Coach Brit, you're not happy with how Ynares is starting out. I'm sure he's watched the tape and devised the game plan how to defend Ynares. Pero sa ngayon, 10 points agad.
Gusto mo naman pagkaspangin ang laro nito ni Gillian Ynares. And he is gonna be whistled for that foul. Thought it was a clean steal. That would be team foul number 3 para sa Bauan. And that would be Ynares' first foul pa lamang. Well, that's one way to take them out of the ball games. You can put them into foul trouble, make them work both ends of the floor. We saw how Francis Rosales was really affected by trying to check nga offense and defense. Nice escape na sana, but unable to finish. Was Manding. How once again, off the glass, Sean Howe. 10 big points here in the first quarter.
How do you do, Sean Howe? Big time dito sa Game 3 natin.
Keeping Davao to within 3. And will lose the basketball on the baseline. Babalik ang bola dito sa Red Cubs.
Sean Howe has 10 of the 14 points nitong Davao Red Cubs. And if you had him scoring 10 points immediately in the first quarter on your Uno card, then congratulations.
Pakaway-kaway nga lang to kanina bago mag-jump ball Parang chill na chill si Sean Howe.
Kaway-kaway bago gumawa.
Biglang bibigyan ka ng 10 puntos here in the first. So Lango will be whistled here for a foul. That'll be his second.
It's going to be a long afternoon for Holango kasi nga siya yung naatasang depensa si Andre Ugadan. Ugadan really moves well without the basketball.
Trying to argue nga yung siya daw ang hinawakan, our officials. Wanting to make sure that Olango will keep the words to himself with a warning. 17-14 tayo rito. Lamang pa rin ang tatlo ang Bauan. About 8-second shot clock and game clock difference. Manding, too strong that 3. Jamal Diaz, shot clock is off para sa Bauan. Attacking 3. Hits the corner of the board. Another jump ball will be whistled. Babalik ang bola dito sa Red Cubs with 9.9 remaining or 9.89 remaining sa ating first quarter. Matias checks back in for this last possession of the Red Cubs. Drums in the background, trying to will the Red Cubs back into this game. Matias loses the ball momentarily, pulls up, will be fouled, almost a 3-point play.
Sadya yun. That's a new move. Lose the ball temporarily and draw the foul.
Makawala yung bola, makukuha ko siya. Nope, makukuha ulit ni Timothy Matias, pupulapang ka sa mukha, and then you will bump him. It's a nice move. Something that I just might include in my offensive arsenal.
Pag tayo yun, pag nawala na.
Nandun na sa kabila.
Lumiliyap
na sa kabila. Able to make this a 2-point game. Just 0.9 seconds left in the first period. Make that 2-4-2 para kay Timothy Matias. 17-16 now. Lango will run out of time and the first quarter will end 17-16 in favor of Bauan Cafe Uno. This do or die game between them and the Davao Red Cubs. So we have a look at our extreme gaming move of the game. I had a good guess what Direk has chosen, this spin cycle washing machine move from Jamal Diaz. Taking the Red Cubs to that spin cycle for extreme gaming move of the game. Babalik po tayo with the second quarter of action.
We are in our third game and the crowd has just gotten bigger and louder. For Coach Britta Roma of Davao Red Cubs, their 1-point loss happened because of their mental approach in the game 2. Kaya naman for this game, they will need the consistency of being mentally tough and to have to play with the biggest hearts alongside with the strongest minds to get the win. Para naman sa Bauan Cafe Uno, Coach Kane Bailon has mentioned that you are a coach pag sumunod ang players sa iyo. And for this game, he is 100% sure na he will be coaching dahil his players are more than ready to claim a another win for today. Sabi nga niya, they are mentally, physically, and even emotionally prepared to bringing home a trophy. Kaya naman another intense battle emerges. Kaya tingnan natin how will these two teams will be performing. We want to thank our partner Extreme Gaming for bringing the sheer fun here and Junior MPBL para supportahan ang ating mga malalarong kabataan. Play your favorite games anytime, anywhere. Accelerate the victory with Extreme Gaming. Gaming is for 21 years and above only. Keep it fun mga kaliga, game responsibly, and of course, parental supervision is advised. Let's get back to you, Hi Man, Coach Mark.
Salamat muli, Daniel Leguardia, our courtside reporter for this Friday. And Coach Mark, she talked about mental preparedness, no? And especially in this type of ball game and ganito kabata yung mga players. Maybe they're physically fit, obviously. Condition to mga batang to. But in terms of mental factor, that it could get in your head na game 3 na to. May halong kaba, may halong gigil. That if you lose this ball game, that's it. It's for your junior MPBL season.
Oh, it's easy to think about those things, diba? Parang iisipin mo tapos na eh. That's why they tell kids nowadays, stay in the moment, be in the moment, and understand kung ano lang kailangan mong gawin. Sure, Coach Britt has prepared these kids well. Kitang-kita naman with how they're playing right now. So it's going to be the challenge of staying in the moment the whole game long, not overthinking everything.
Taking the lead now is the Davao Red Cubs, 18-17, trailed for as much of our first quarter. But using that basket, take advantage. So Olango will lose that basketball pass a bit too high, unable to contain the leather. So 8:31 left sa ating first half. And you know, the Davao Red Cubs, ang gusto ko rin sa kanila is since they're playing yung sistema nga, no, it doesn't really matter if they're up big or they're down big. They would just run kung ano yung meron silang baon. Matias to the corner, another three. Off, rebound battle. Prieto will lose it and Red Cubs will keep it on the baseline.
So far, execution has been on point for the Red Cubs. Yun nga lang, every time they're missing, very quick itong Bauan to get out on the fast break. So transition defense has to be better for the Red Cubs.
Nonato looking to the block. Actividad. Diaz. Woo! The pass to Olango. Hindi naman pinahiya. Olango with the finish of that bullet pass from Jamal Diaz, giving us another power move. Brought to us by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL.
I mean, ano pang kailangan sabihin natin dito kay Jamal Diaz? First quarter, what a finish. Second quarter, what a find. Eyes at the back of his head. And that's the talent that Jamal Diaz has.
Slow-mo pa nga yung replay natin pero ang bilis pa rin ng pase.
Pag di ka nakatingin, headshot.
Able to complete the three-point play though was Olango. But lead back. Papay Uno, 19-18. Matias will try from outside. Short. Tracking it down to the wrong person. Andre Ugadan. His own power move. And sinasabi nga nila dito kay Almazan, pinabayaan mo na lang sana.
Bola na nila yun eh.
Napaganda pa. Ugadan there to take advantage, giving us yet another power move brought to us by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL. And even bigger is that Skinas' second personal foul.
And only the first 2 points for Andre Ugadan. Ngayon na nga, medyo late na siya napasok, first quarter. So it's really taking him some time to get into the flow of the game.
Lead back to the Red Cubs, 21-19. Olango looking to attack. Blocked by Ugadan. Ahead to Nonato. Hangs in the air, gets the foul and the finish. Mini run here from the Davao Red Cubs, back-to-back and ones. Another power move brought to us by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL. Tinatakam lang niya, Coach Mark eh.
Ito yung ulam, joke lang, akin yan.
Oh, wala namang gutuman na, Coach Mark. Iinasal ka pa nga mamaya eh.
Tanghali na eh.
24-19. So Red Cubs, a strong start here in the second quarter after trailing by 1 at the end of the first. Now in the driver's seat, leading by 5. Ines to Diaz. Napayong kagad si Ugadan. Prieto, short stab won't work. Takbo na naman dito ang Davao. To the right side, able to finish. This is Joaquin Torres. 7-point lead now para sa Davao Red Cubs as Bauan Cafe Uno will call for some time.
Mga kaliga, for this time around, I have here with me Assistant Coach Ricky Alcantara of Davao Red Cubs. So Coach Ricky, ngayon nadikit pa rin ang laban natin compared to Game 2. How will we make sure na mas lalamangan natin ang kabilang team to get the win?
Well, kailangan masabayan lang talaga namin yung transition defense, yung transition offense nila. At the same time, malimit namin yung dalawang key player nila like Diaz and Ynares. Yan lang talaga yung game plan namin for today.
So Coach, good luck for the rest of the game. Siyempre, rinig na rinig ang supporters natin dito sa Ynares. Siyempre, meron din tayong supporters online. Meron ka po bang gustong batiin or pasalamatan?
Siyempre, pinapasalamatan namin yung sponsor namin. Saka, siyempre, si Mr. and Mrs. How, pati si Boss Peter. Siyempre, yung wife ko nanonood right now, pati yung RA family ko, saka pick-up family ko na sumusuporta ngayon sa game. Binabati ko sila.
Thank you so much, Coach Ricky, for being here with us today. Siyempre, we cannot go through the game without thanking our partner, Extreme Gaming, for bringing out the sheer fun here in Junior MPBL para supportahan ang ating mga manlalarong kabataan. Play your favorite game anytime, anywhere. Accelerate the victory with Extreme Gaming. Gaming is for 21 years and above only. Keep it fun, mga kaliga. Game responsibly. And of course, parental supervision is advised. Let's get back to you, Hyman, Coach Mark.
Thank you, Daniel. And simple, ang game plan dito ng Davao Red Cubs. Ynares, Diaz, transition defense. Sounds simple enough. But syempre, Diaz and Ynares really getting their numbers so far. And it's been salty so far for the second quarter for both these players. Red Cubs nga with a 7-point advantage. Attacking the lane was Torres, short on that attempt. Diaz will lose the basketball. Horomo recovers. Diaz gets the ball back against Ugadan. Gets that bump, but Matias there with the help defense.
So the pace has really picked up para sa offense nitong Davao Red Cubs because of that smaller lineup. You have Ugadan at the 5. And as I say that, he checks out. Ugadan is checking out. Oh, he's still inside, sorry. But that smaller lineup has really worked wonders for their fast break attack.
Avoiding that turnover was Purisima, but they will eventually turn it over back to the Davao Red Cubs.
Kita naman pati sa depensa, the defense of Davao has really picked up. Kasi nga mas marami silang guardia dito sa loob. Kanina, they opted to go bigger with sila Tolentino inside, but the smaller lineup really unlocked their offense.
Ugadan will try from outside. Gets that three-pointer to go, Andre Ugadan. And that would open up a lot more things para sa kanya in terms of his offense. Double-digit lead now, 31-21 para sa Davao Red Cubs. Ynares and Diaz, talagang na-contain na sila dito in the second quarter at least. Ynares missing strong. Ugadan, only Almazan to beat. Lilipad! Won't be able to finish, but Celes there to clean it up.
Nobody getting back for Bauan after the challenge. Sayang kasi na-stop si Ugadan but walang bumaba dito sa mga naka-block.
Now a 12-point lead for the Davao Red Cubs as Diaz is fouled. No free throws will be awarded. That will be team foul number 2 para sa Davao. And eto na, Ugadan will take a breather. Tolentino and How back in the ball game. Donato as well taking a seat. 5 points so far for this kid. Ynares will miss on that long attempt. Matias, lightning quick. Celes pulling his way through. And too much.
Too much bullying. Medyo may gigil itong si Celes. He hasn't really connected after playing well nung game 2. He had an open Sean Howe in the corner. Mainit pa rin naman si Sean Howe. Kakabalik lang.
Nevertheless, it's still a 12-point advantage para sa Davao Red Cubs. Second quarter has worked wonders for them. Tolentino will be whistled for that hip check against Jamal Diaz. With 3 and 12 left in our first half. Diaz attacking baseline, pulling up. Rattles out. Tikas nga talaga yung ring dito sa Ynares. No? Talagang kailangan ringless yung tira. We've seen that in the past 2 games. No different here in game number 3. Matias goes to How. Wide open for another 3. Short. Tolentino gives him another opportunity. Take out to Celis. Trying to make a move. Loader in the lane. Won't go. Prieto finally says enough. Ynares now. Looking to slow it down. Gets that pick from Prieto. Will pull up from long distance. A long 2 para kay Gillian Ynares. And finally, a basket para sa kanila here in the second. Still a 10-point lead. Being looked at here by Bauan Cafe Uno, 33-23. 2 and 25 left in the second. Last 2 and 25 of our second quarter, the Davao Red Cubs with a 10-point advantage against Bauan Cafe Uno in this do-or-die game number 3 for a ticket to the national finals. Hindi pa rin tayo sa Ynares Sports Arena in Pasig. Jaime Mendihar together with Coach Mark Dandan alongside Daniel Leguardia bringing you the action. As Celes use that basketball with 3 to shoot. Matias will try. Way off. Great defense there from Bauan. Jamal Diaz now gets it to Ynares. Shade under 2 minutes left in the first half. May ipit si Ynares. Kick out to Jamal Diaz. Scoops it up. Gets that finish.
Grabe itong si Ynares. Diaz just really towing their team in this game. They're only down 8 points. But the majority of the buckets have come from these two guys.
Diaz now with 8. Tolentino hounded by Ynares. Tap from behind and will lose that basketball. Recovered. 5 to shoot for the Red Cubs. Matias knows it. Gets it to How for 3. Won't go. Rebound battle. Ball will hit the bottom of the board. And the Red Cubs will keep it on the baseline with 12 to shoot.
Nakita mo again, the pace has really changed nung nag-iba yung lineup nitong Davao Red Cubs. Now they're more reliant on their half-court execution compared to dun sa bumulusok nilang fast break attack that got them this 12-point lead.
Manding goes to How. Manding will step on that sideline. Ball goes back to Bauan. Still a minute and 5 left in the second quarter. Punta muna tayo muli kay Daniel Leguardia for a report. Daniel?
Aside from teaching these young kids about basketball, importante rin kay Coach Britre Roma of Davao Red Cubs na his players remain humble and in other ways be an inspiration to each other. And of course, be consistent and doing good things. Helping them improve as basketball players is not the only goal of Davao, but also to help them grow as people with good character outside the court as they represent themselves, their family, and their team. Dagdag pa nga ni Coach Brit, kahit manalo man o matalo, they will still have a great result because they know the players have given their best and have nothing to regret. Back to you, Jaime and Coach Mark.
Thank you once again, Daniel Leguardia, for that report. As Sean Howe open in the corner. Another 3-ball from Sean Howe. Favorite spot on the court. Extending this lead once again for the Red Cubs. 35-27. Bauan will call for some time. Last 23 seconds of our first half, Bauan Cafe Uno. Trailing by 8 against the Davao Red Cubs, and off that timeout, a turnover para sa Bauan.
Sakit nun. You can see the coaching staff really in pain after that turnover.
Nato, strong on that tray. Still 6 seconds left. Jamal Diaz looks at the clock, attacks the basket, floats it up. Short. And time will expire. First half will end with an 8-point lead for the Davao Red Cubs, 35-27 against the Bauan Cafe Uno. After a 1-point lead at the end of the first, Red Cubs outscoring itong Bauan 19-10 here in the second to build this lead. As we look at our Extreme Gaming move of the game, it was Gillian Quines going behind the back, getting that bump, and that finish. 2 of his 14 points here in the first half. Need more of that in trying to address this 8-point deficit. Babalik po tayo with the second half of action.
Hello everyone, I would like to thank everyone for the support you've given for the inaugural season of the Junior MPBL. The support you gave to the league meant helping each young basketball player to have his moment to shine, and that is the aim of this league. To be an avenue for inspiring young bowlers to have his moment under the spotlight. Please continue supporting your home teams as we go along with the playoffs all the way to the championship. Maraming salamat po. We greet you on advance happy holidays and may God bless each and every one of you. Ito ang Junior MPBL, ang Liga ng Batang Pilipino. Maraming salamat po.
Pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to.
Hello everyone, I would like to thank everyone for the support you've given for the inaugural season of the Junior MPBL. The support you gave to the league meant helping each young basketball player to have his moment to shine, and that is the aim of this league. To be an avenue for inspiring young bowlers to have his moment under the spotlight. Please continue supporting your home teams as we go along with the playoffs all the way to the championship. Maraming salamat po. We greet you on advance happy holidays and may God bless each and every one of you. Ito ang Junior MPBL, ang Liga ng Batang Pilipino. Maraming salamat po.
Pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to.
Hello everyone, I would like to thank everyone for the support you've given for the inaugural season of the Junior MPBL. The support you gave to the league meant helping each young basketball player to have his moment to shine, and that is the aim of this league. To be an avenue for inspiring young bowlers to have his moment under the spotlight. Please continue supporting your home teams as we go along with the playoffs all the way to the championship. Maraming salamat po. We greet you on advance happy holidays and may God bless each and every one of you. Ito ang Junior MPBL, ang Liga ng Batang Pilipino. Maraming salamat po.
Pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to.
Hello everyone, I would like to thank everyone for the support you've given for the inaugural season of the Junior MPBL. The support you gave to the league meant helping each young basketball player to have his moment to shine, and that is the aim of this league, to be an avenue for inspiring young bowlers to have his moment under the spotlight. Please continue supporting your home teams as we go along with the playoffs all the way to the championship. Maraming salamat po. We greet you on advance happy holidays and may God bless each and every one of you. Ito ang Junior MPBL, ang Liga ng Batang Pilipino. Maraming salamat po.
Pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to.
Hello everyone, I would like to thank everyone for the support you've given for the inaugural season of the
Moments before we resume our second half of action, some highlights. First two quarters, if we look at Sean Howe and one of his three three-pointers na binitawan niya nga dito, leading the way for the Davao Red Cubs and allowing itong sina Ugadan and Rob Celis to kind of find their rhythm pa dahil the cushion that Sean Howe has created for the Red Cubs has allowed them to build this 8-point advantage heading to the last two quarters.
And it's really big how Sean Howe has really played dito sa first half natin. His scoring really helping out. Kasi nga si Ugadan still trying to find this rhythm. 5 points pa lang si Ugadan. At the same time, si Celis has been struggling from the field. Overall, it's been a struggle. 38% shooting for the Davao Red Cubs. Only 3 of 16 from three-point land. All 3 coming from Sean Howe. Samantala sa kabila naman, it's just been 2 guys. Jamal Diaz and Gilan Quines. Quines already with 14 points. Diaz with 8 points. So they have 22 of the 27 points nitong Bauan Cafe Uno dito sa half natin. Somebody else has to step up for Bauan so they can be the one to go to the national finals.
Indeed, dahil Quines and Diaz, we've been talking about it throughout this ball game. They will get their numbers.
They will.
And yung opensa nga from that third scorer, fourth scorer, or maybe kahit mga 4 or 5 points lang from several players would definitely help build this lead. Complete this comeback din para sa Bauan Cafe Uno. As Diaz ahead of the pack will get that finish over Matias.
So smooth with it, Jamal Diaz, and a great forward pass there. Yun ang kailangan nila. Execute on the fast break, get stops. Kasi nga, San Beda is the more methodical team, being a school-based team. Sorry, Davao. Nalilito tayong dalawa. Kasi nga, school-based team sila.
Blame you, Coach Mark, for making that same recognition. Ahead once again, Jamal Diaz. Back-to-back baskets para kay Jamal Diaz and the Red Cubs. With his early timeout, still 9:06 remaining here in the third, trying to address this run from Bauan. Back with the last 9:03 of our third quarter. Maaga ngang napa-timeout itong Davao Red Cubs. 4-0 blast to begin the third para sa Bauan Cafe Uno. As Matias, through traffic, off-balance jumper, gets that basket to go.
Much needed bucket there for Davao to stem the tide. Because Diaz is getting hot almost again.
Knocking it back. but unable to get that finish as a foul will be whistled here against Prieto. Trying to get that ball away from San Buenaventura.
And our referees with a kickball violation of their own. Napatakbo ng di oras.
Shot clock will reset naman daw. 37-31. Still a 6-point lead here para sa Davao Red Cubs. Nonato calling the action here. Attacks the lane. Scoops it up and in.
A great read there by Nonato, understanding na walang help of Andre Ugadan, so the lane was wide open for him.
Kines! Dipsy-do, but good read there by Andre Ugadan. Pero kahit yung nasapal na natira ni Kines,
maganda pa rin.
Maganda pa rin.
Makinis pa rin.
Makinis pa rin yung galaw talaga naman. Back to an 8-point lead. So answered that 4-0 run with a 4-0 run of their own for the Red Cubs. Stolen by Matias. How for 3. That's off. San Buenaventura put back. Ayaw rin. Couple of misses there para sa Davao. Ynares bounces it to Diaz. Hangs in the air. Won't get the bounce. But rebound. Able to be tracked down by Gillian Kines. Inside to Prieto. Short stab. Blocked by San Buenaventura. Ugadan ahead to Sean Howe. Chased by Almasan. Will be fouled from behind.
Oh, look at Sean Howe. Getting on the fast break, something very rare for him.
Meanwhile, punta muna tayo muli kay Daniel Leguardia for report. Daniel?
Habang kausap ko kanina si assistant coach Kane Bailon of Bauan Cafe Uno, he mentioned that for this game, the pressure is actually on the coaches dahil nga finals na ito. But they believe in the talents of the kids. Sabi nga niya hanggang sa last passer, ang gusto ng coaches ay lumaban lang ang players. Sabi nga ni Coach Kane, doon tayo sa lalaban ng mga bata hanggang sa dulo. It will be very, very vital for the players to all show up at kakailangan nila mag-perform sila ng kanilang individual skills while also playing as a team. In a span of 6 months, he has already seen the improvement of all the players. Kaya naman tingnan natin kung ano pa ang may papakilala nila ngayon to boost them up into the national finals. Back to you, Ivan, Coach Mark.
We're looking at a 10-point deficit right now. Thank you, Daniel. Itong ang Bauan Cafe Uno, after that 4-0 run, nababa nila sa 4. 6-0 run naman itong Davao, balik sa 10. Ang kanilang lamang.
Again, you can only go so far. You're being told by your two best guys, Kines and Diaz. Somebody else has to step up para dito sa Bauan.
And who will be able to call up their own number? Kines loses that basketball, able to recover. Gets it to Dalisay, spinning in the lane! Gets that basket to go, plus the foul! Ito na ba ang pangatlong scorer na hinahanap ng Bauan Cafe Uno? So we take another look at this power move brought to us by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL.
Mukhang tinuturuan sila ni Jamal Diaz dun sa spin move sabay double clutch, you know? Parang na-replay lang nila kanina ni Jamal Diaz, but what a move by Dalisay. Maybe he's the guy to really step up.
Nagka-Cafe Uno pa sa ere bago itinira. Unable to finish on that 3-point play though. Still an 8-point lead para sa Red Cubs, 41-33. Ornato calling for the horns. Gets that screen from San Buenaventura. Attacking the lane again. Drop pass niya. Anticipated by Kines. Ugadan. Second try. Blocked by Prieto. Bauan recovers. Diaz. Goes to Dalisay. Attacks Matias. Drops it off to Kines. He will reset it. Still 15 seconds to shoot. Almasan with that screen. Bibitin na naman. Kines blocked. Second shot won't go. Matias comes up with that rebound and foul will be given up there by Jamal Diaz.
Oh, you love the help defense itong bigs ng Davao Red Cubs, San Buenaventura and Ugadan. Just keeping their hands up kasi alam nila mahilig nga mag-Cafe Uno sa air itong players ng Bauan. So, staying vertical without fouling, it's really good help defense by the bigs.
Hayaan mo silang bumitin-bitin dyan, no? And able to come up with a block and a couple of instances are their bigs. Protecting this 8-point advantage are the Davao Red Cubs. Lebron Manding will slip but will be fouled there by Kines, and that would, if that's Kines, that would be 3.
That's big. Kasi nga, Kines is playing very well. Na nakita naman natin nung nilabas siya kanina because of his foul trouble, leaving Jamal Diaz by himself. That's when Davao made that big run to get their lead up to 12. So we'll see what the coaching staff itong Bauan will decide on.
Still on the floor is Gillian Kines. Rob Celes with 9 to shoot. Kick out to Manding. 3 ball. A bit too strong. Diaz gets that board. Gets the ball to Gillian Quines. Back to Diaz. Layup won't work. Celes gets that rebound. Manding ahead to San Buenaventura. Bibitin din siya against Gillian Quines. Getting that finish. Back to a 10-point lead for Davao.
And this is that quicker lineup na ginamit kanina ni Coach Brito Roma to get that lead. Ugadan and San Buenaventura on the front line, and Manding and Celes, the attackers, and the shooter and Sean Howe.
Prieto, back to Quines. Has 8 to shoot. From top of the K, gets that jumper to go. Much needed basket here para sa Bauan Cafe Uno. Liam Almazan.
Again, you know, another name on the scorebook for Bauan. More of that is needed. Steady diet of extra scorers.
Celes against Prieto. Goes to Manding on the wing. It's 5 to shoot para sa Davao. Stepping back for 3. Manding. Short this time. Diaz with another board. Gets it to Quines. Go to Dalisay against Celes. Bumps. Gets a shot off, but won't work. Double black eye. Nabagsakan na nga siya rito. Siya pa mapipituan.
That's a really good move, sayang. Itong kay Dalisay with the up and under. Masyado lang siya malalim dun sa ring. Sabi mo nga, namintis yun na yung layup. Siya pa foul, siya pa tinamaan. Triple black eye ba matatawag natin doon? Penalty pa.
Yep.
So
Quadruple black eye ang pwede
black
nating
eye.
itawag doon. So, everything bad that could have happened para sa Bauan Cafe Uno in that scenario
happened.
2 free throws nga dito para kay Rob Celes, and let's see if converting on these free throws might wake up his offense.
He had that one good move from the post no first quarter. Pero yun nga, after that, he's been missing a lot of shots. Only 4 points, 5 points to the same so far.
Charity split, but there is San Buenaventura making it a 3-point swing para sa Red Cubs. 11-point advantage na para sa kanila, 46-35. Still 3 and 18 remaining in the third. Quines to the baseline, shut down by Davao. Almazan, another long J. Another conversion.
It's a good sign for Bauan. Having guys like Almazan and Dalisay stepping up dito sa third quarter natin. Kasi nga, Diaz after 4 quick points has been struggling. Quines, only 2 points dito sa quarter na to.
The others nga talaga would have to be relied on. Celes strong on that three. Long rebound tracked down by Matias, and he will head to the line for 2.
Yun naman, you get a stop on the initial attack but fail to secure the rebound. Fast break opportunity sana yun for Bauan. Jamal Diaz was ready to run.
Jamal Diaz and yung kanyang 2 early baskets in this quarter was off the transition. So yung opportunities nga na yun has not been there after that timeout nga by Davao early in this third quarter.
So far, it's been really a balanced attack para dito sa Davao. Ugadan, pinag-usapan natin kanina na halftime, hasn't really found this rhythm. But Sean Howe has been the guy for Davao. 14 points for him. Equal sila ni Gillian Quines ngayon. So no advantage there if you're Bauan.
Na-negate mo yung opensa ni Gillian Quines as Diaz well able to get that layup to go. Looking for a foul. None would be given. Davao still by 8. Matias. Inside to San Buenaventura. The push will be whistled. Have to earn it from the stripe.
That's still great execution off the ball screen. Matias with the patience to find San Buenaventura, and San Buenaventura with the extra shovel pass. Sayang lang, natawagan ng foul, but still 2 free throws for him.
If no foul was called, it would have been easy 2 points from that Red Cub offense.
Napaganda pa.
Parang hindi ko naman siya minimin na i-foul, pero in this instance,
you'll take it.
If it means a charity split or
kesa 2 points.
Maybe an empty possession, kesa 2 points, exactly.
Empty.
But they give up an offensive rebound to Celes. Matias will reset. Still 10 to shoot. He will try from outside. Gets that 3-pointer to go. Timothy Matias.
Yun nga lang, you give up the foul, he misses the free throws, but you give up another offensive rebound that leads to 3 more points, even worse.
Hindi pala okay. Yung 2 points na lang sana.
2 points na lang, mas mababa pa rin.
Foul will be whistled here against the Red Cubs. Not yet at the limit. But it was a shooting foul, so Olango will find himself at the stripe. Bauan still trailing by 11, 50-39 with 2:01 remaining in the third. Gets that first to go.
Again, another name on the scorebook for Bauan. Olango, Dalisay, Almasan. That's been keeping them in the game kasi na-check na to si Ynares at si Diaz so far. They do have 14 points each. Pero thanks to the contributions ng bench guys, they're only down 9 points.
Yung numero nga niyan for Ynares and Diaz is right on pace in terms of their averages. Matias drops it off. Looking for the ball back, but Ynares comes up with that steal. Leads the break. Pulls up. Won't get the bounce. Natividad loses that rebound, keeps it once again. Gets it to Matias. Looking ahead to San Buenaventura. Pass a bit too strong, but saves it. Turnover once again. Bauan will get it back.
No need to rush kung ikaw yung Davao there. Matias could have just put the ball up and set up something.
Diaz will try for 3. Strong. San Buenaventura corrals it.
San Buenaventura playing very well. He does have 8 points and 9 rebounds now.
Celes made that basket, but unfortunately was called for steps. That basket wouldn't count, and Cafe Uno would get another opportunity to inch closer here to the Red Cubs. Manding checks back in para sa Red Cubs.
Daming steps ni Celes dun. Diba nga, dapat 0-1-2, naging 5-6-7-8. Yung steps niya dun.
Yan yung mga tipong re-review ni MDW Basketball. Ynares to Dalisay. Making a move. Finds Diaz. The baseline. Jumper won't work para kay Olango. Dalisay a bit rushing. Had good intention. Looking for Almazan underneath. But if it took maybe a second more para makapwesto no si Almazan, he would have gotten that pass.
Much like yung isang game natin, they could have shot it instead of passed it. Libre na si Dalisay. Just being a good teammate.
Torres to the corner. Nonato for 3. Rattles out. Rebound battle. Makukuha ni Natividad. Napayungan ni Olango. Tolentino loses it to Ynares. Ahead to Jamal Diaz. Only Manding to beat. He floats it up. Off. Rebound secured by Natividad. Shot clock is off. Last shot time if you are the Red Cubs. If you choose to. Nonato drives baseline. Uses the glass.
Nonato doesn't want to take the last shot. Nonato wants to score. And that's good for the Davao Red Cubs.
Ynares from outside will be fouled. That's one way to get some points up. Some frustration shown here by Gillian Ynares na sinasabi niya sa teammates niya to kind of put yourself in a position dahil defense really keying in every time he has that basketball.
And his teammates have to be ready kasi nga alam naman dapat nila na yung depensa nitong Davao would be nakatutok kay Ynares or kay Diaz. So somebody is going to be open.
Missing on the first, couple more coming up para kay Gillian Ynares. Has 14. This second half or this third quarter in particular, just 2 points.
Diaz started out well. He did have 6 points dito sa third, but Ynares only has 2. Make that 3. I think that foul trouble really got into his head na wala yung aggressiveness niya eh. Kanina, you could see him put his head down and try to get to the basket. Pero ngayon, with the foul troubles, really taking away from his aggressiveness.
2 out of 3 from the line para kay Gillian Ynares. Still 2.45 seconds in the third. See what the Davao Red Cubs have set up. These types of situations. Natividad. Goes to Nonato. He will throw it up. Way off. But Davao will still take with them A 9-point lead to the last 10 minutes of this ball game. Looking good in terms of chance to punch their ticket to the national finals of our 14 under division. Meanwhile, we have a look at our Jinky Skin face of the game. Enjoying the action here. Safe to say, with that smile, she is a Davao Red Cub fan. Lamang ang kanyang koponan dito, 52-43, as we have a look at our Extreme Gaming move off the game. This was Dalisay with his own version of the spin cycle, plus nakapay uno sa ere. Need a lot more of that from the other players outside of Kines and Diaz. They have a chance. Last 10 minutes of action po sa aming pagbabalik. Resume our action with the fourth and final quarter. The Davao Red Cubs holding on to this 8-point lead against Bauan Cafe Uno prior the fourth quarter start. And nakita nyo in your screen sa Kines hitting on that technical free throw. The Davao Red Cubs were called with the technical foul for having too many players on the court dun sa play nga the end of that third quarter. Kines harassed, get the ball back. Jamal Diaz dribbles it off his foot. Gets the ball back, but Nonato fighting for it. Makukuha ni Dalisay. Has 7 to shoot. Stolen back by the Red Cubs. Nonato against Dalisay. PP hit. Gets that basket. Patience there from Dwayne Nonato.
Great hustle from both teams actually. Itong Bauan and Davao. They understand the assignment. Fourth quarter now of game 3. Anything goes here.
Skines off on that 3-ball try. Foul from behind here by Prieto. Itong si San Buenaventura. Nonato has stepped up here for the Davao Red Cubs in the absence of the offense from Ugadan and Celis. So Sean Howe, of course, top scoring for them so far. But Dwayne Nonato with his own 11 to help their cause.
We'll see if Coach Brit's ploy of pacing Andre Ugadan for the end game will pay off. Kasi fresh na fresh. Ito sa Andre Ugadan. He's only played 15 minutes compared to the majority of the game for Diaz and Kines. So we'll see if it pays off here.
Or would it affect yung kanyang rhythm nga to get this offense going. So Nonato will miss from outside. Olango will be fouled here by Torres.
There's a bunch of Red Cubs who really stepped up in the absence of itong si Andre Ugadan. Sean Howe with 14. San Buenaventura with 8 and 10 off the bench. Those are great stats from guys who don't normally get a lot of production from.
Controlling the boards nga is San Buenaventura and doing it on the defensive side as well. Almazan to Diaz. Short stab, ayaw. Olango gives him another chance. Blocked by Ugadan, but foul be whistled against him. 2 free throws coming up para kay Olango.
Ugadan might have gotten some ball there, pero yun nga, the body and the arm contact And Coach Britt asking him to block out first before you complain kasi nga nakuha na siya ng offensive rebound.
Charles Olango, we're talking about a player that can step up here para sa Bauan Cafe Uno on top of the Pines and Diaz show. And Olango so far 5 points to his name, averaging 9 throughout the tournament. So kumbaga may baon din naman si Charles Olango. Able to hit on that second free throw. Back to a 9-point lead, 54 to 45. Open in the corner is Torres. Short on his three-pointer. Olango gets it to Kines. Stolen by Matias. Find ahead to San Buenaventura for the easy layup.
That's a double-double now for San Buenaventura. 10 and 10. Stepping up big time.
11-point lead now for our Red Cubs, 56 to 45 as Bauan will call for a timeout. Action resumes with the last 8 and 20 of our fourth quarter. Still trailing by 11 is Bauan Cafe Uno. Kines to Diaz. It's in the lane. It's a layup to go. But Jamal Diaz finding a way.
Every point that Diaz and Kines have scored there, they have earned it. Because that defense, Davao sending multiple defenders every time they have the basketball.
Matias gets it to Torres. Gets the bump. Able to finish.
Great use of the body by Torres. This slight nudge with the shoulder, getting him some space.
Back to an 11-point lead. Turnover on the backcourt para sa Bauan. As Nonato will miss. Rebound goes to Kines. Attack San Buenaventura and gets that end one. Gillian Kines. Hindi ko nga talagang pinaghihirapan. Bawat puntos na nakukuha nila. Another power move brought to us by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL.
Problema sana, nakataas nga ang kamay ni San Buenaventura pero nakagilid. Not really a legal guarding position.
Gillian Kines recognizing that. Talaga ng mga ginamit lang niya talaga yung bunggo. Alam niya nga mapipituan niya. Ito si San Buenaventura. Lead down to 8, 58 to 50. Cafe Uno hanging in there. Torres escapes on the baseline. Back-to-back baskets para kay Torres.
It's so hard to defend ito si Torres because, you know, he's built like a tank and he's quick going downhill.
Jamal Diaz, may ipit. Olango. Gets that bump from Torres. Jamal Diaz will be called for a lifting violation, it seems. Ball goes back to the Red Cubs.
You see there, yung strength nitong si Torres coming into play. Catching the move, Gillian Kines on the attack, then the kick out forcing a turnover.
Little under 7 minutes remaining in this ball game. 60 to 50, Red Cubs with his 10-point advantage. Ugadan with a mismatch against Diaz. Spins baseline, blocked by Prieto. Great help defense there, shown by Bauan. But Matias almost coming up with that steal. Diaz to Olango. Napayungan ni Torres and he will be whistled for that foul.
That's what we call a playoff foul from Torres. You know, you don't give the 2 points. Kasi nga, kahit naman na-foul niya up top, kaya pa i-finish si Olango yun. So he made sure na hindi na makakatira ng malinis ito si Olango. But, you know, nothing dirty. Just a really tough foul there.
Game 3 na nga to.
Game 3 na kasi.
Alam mo naman talaga that these players understand what's at stake.
Baga, uwian na eh. Diba?
Para sa lahat ng Holin, ang pinaglalabanan nila dito. A ticket to the national finals of the inaugural season of our Junior MPBL. They will be waiting the winner of this game sa victor naman ng Junior Giant Lanterns and Junior Giants. That will happen immediately after this game. Matias, hounded by Olango. Goes to Torres. Drives baseline once again. Drops it off. This time, beautiful find to San Buenaventura.
Torres has been a weapon dito sa fourth quarter natin, especially attacking that baseline. Walang makahelp kasi lakas ng katawan ni Torres.
Baseline jumper, gagana para kay Almazan. So it has been the other players din para sa Bauan. You gotta give them credit. We are looking for the other players to step up. They have been producing what they can in trying to keep it close. Kaso, sa Red Cubs naman, talagang balanse. Torres, Matias. The absence of the offense nga from Ogadan and Celis. Olango against Matias. Goes to Kines. Shadowed by Torres. Spins to the middle. Aangat. Bothered by Ogadan. They have a 2-on-2 on the other end. Celis will be flipped by Jamal Diaz.
Look at Celis just going hard down the in transition. Just fishing a foul there. Hirap pigilan eh. Torres. Yeah, Celis, very strong kids. Especially pag may momentum sila.
Build din ng mga batang to sa Davao Red Cubs, no? Maybe just like Cubs, they like meat. Lions, no? Talagang beefy players. At pag binangga mo nga sila, or if you get that bump from them, madi-displace ka talaga.
Something's happening. Something about something. Referees comparing and the technical.
Let's see what our officials are calling a technical foul for.
I think masyadong marami naman taga-Bauan sa loob. Six players inside the court. I think si Olango was supposed to be subbed out pero hindi siya lumabas agad. So the same way na tinawag nila dito sa Davao, natawag din sa Bauan.
Some careless technical fouls for both of these teams.
Masakit to kasi Celis also has 2 more free throws.
So nagkaroon nga ng practice shot. Itong si Rob Celis prior his 2 free throws from that foul nga from Jamal Diaz of that fast break attempt. Able to hit a couple. 66-54. 12-point lead para sa Davao Red Cubs.
Easy 3 points there for Celis. Maybe this is what gets him going. So we still have 5.5 minutes left dito sa fourth natin.
Makakuha mo nga yung puntos mo in any way you can. Diaz for 3. Gets that 3-pointer to go. Speaking of waking up the offense, Jamal Diaz has to wake up from outside. Down to 9-point lead once again. 66-57. A little bit over 5 minutes remaining sa ating fourth quarter. Celis pulls up. Off. Ogadan gives him another opportunity. Works inside and will get the bounce.
Yan ang mabigat. You know, you got guys like sila Torres, How, Matias stepping up. And then you have Andre Ogadan. Sariwa pa dito sa endgame natin.
Hindi mo nga, talagang pinahinga. Itong player na to, back-to-back threes para kay Jamal Diaz. And the Bauan Cafe Uno crowd feeling a comeback.
They're still there. They're only down 8 points, Jaime. So, di kailangan yun lang. They need stops, but Ogadan again.
Need stops and they need blockouts. Andre Ogadan with his own version of back-to-back baskets. Block naman by Ogadan din sa kabila. Dalisay floats it up to Kines. Mapapayungan na naman the defense of the Red Cubs. Nightmare para kay Gillian Kines. At Celis finds Matias for that finish.
The fast break attack once again. This is what got Davao the lead. And this is what is finishing the game.
Plus the foul pa nga. At Celis finding the streaking Timothy Matias. A power move brought to us by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL. Nababa nga sa 8 nitong Bauan Cafe Uno after those 2 3-pointers coming from Jamal Diaz. But an 4-0 run courtesy of Matias and Ugadan. Able to weather the storm.
And if you're Bauan, you know, Jamal Diaz just hit 2 straight 3-point shots. Why not go back to him habang mainit pa? You need every point that you can get. You're trying to come back to this game.
The foul will be whistled here against San Buenaventura. And a bit of a good news. If you're a Cafe Uno fan, penalty na ang Davao with still 4:07 left in the fourth. And Dalisay will find himself on the stripe.
Oh, this is interesting now. They've subbed out Andre Ugadan, who was getting his rhythm. So this is a newer lineup for Davao. You see Sean Howe back in the game. Matias has been playing well. It's been Celis who's really struggled dito buong laro.
Dalisay hits on a couple. 72-62. 10-point deficit, tinitingnan dito ng Bauan. Matias. Pulls up from 3. Rattles out. Dalisay gets the board. 3:50 remaining. Bauan look to make a run. Dalisay spins in the lane. Off the glass, won't work.
Out of control to sa Dalisay doon. He's been trying to score. But yun nga, wala sa tamang pwesto.
Matias once again, titimon para sa Red Cubs. Able to escape Ynares. Drops it off to Natividad, carving his way inside. Blocked from behind by Prieto.
Matias actually had a layup there pero decided to drop it off.
Well, Matias is much of a facilitator. Has 4 assists so far in this game and averaging close to 6 assists in the tournament so far. Hounded by that defense from Bauan, forcing that jump ball. Possession arrow, let's see. Will go back to Cafe Uno. So good as a defensive stop para sa Bauan, creating another opportunity for them. Just a 10-point lead, still 3:19 remaining. Dahil umiinit nga ito si Jamal Diaz, you know the Bauan Cafe Uno, a dangerous team with Ynares and Diaz on the floor. Not the best foul given here by the Red Cubs. Penalty na nga sila as mentioned earlier. Ynares will head to the line.
It's very frustrating for Coach Britt. Kasi nga, not only are you in the penalty, but you're sending, you know, one of the best players nitong Bauan to the free throw line.
Stopped. The opportunity to put some points up. Ynares hits on the first.
Now you're looking at the stats, you know, comparing both teams in scoring. Davao has, I think, 4 guys in double digits. Samantalang itong Bauan, Ynares now with 22, Diaz with 22. After that, it's just Almasan with 6.
That is the averages of Ynares and Diaz, 22 a game. And Red Cubs really showing na yun nga, talagang diskarte nila sa balanced attack as Ynares comes up with a steal. Ugadan trying to chase him. Attacks the lane. Will lose that basketball, but another foul will be whistled here against Andre Ugadan. The free throw line being the friend here para sa Bauan Cafe Uno. Able to hit 4 straight.
By no means is this game over. And only an 8-point lead with a little less than 3 minutes and 2 free throws for Zidan Ynares. These two guys, I mean, pag uminit, when I say pag uminit, they can easily reverse this whole game because of their offense. Yeah, sayang missed free throw there by Ynares.
Has another one to make up for that miss. 5-0 run off free throws para sa Bauan Cafe Uno. The smallest that they have been able to trim this lead. 7 points, 72-65. The Red Cubs looking to slow it down to the baseline. Celis from that assist by Matias.
Great execution there. Great backdoor cut by Celis.
This timeout will be called here by Bauan, trailing by 9, 74-65. 1 of this ball game. Sa ating 16 under South Division, Bauan Cafe 1. Looking at this 9-point deficit against the Davao Red Cubs. It's game number 3. Winner will head on to the national finals. Loser, unfortunately, this will be the end of their junior MPBL season. Bauan has been knocking at the door of the Red Cubs for much of this ball game, but they turn it over. Celis attacks. Able to convert. San Buenaventura, another rebound. Red Cubs will keep it. Credit to San Buenaventura keeping that ball alive.
San Buenaventura has really stepped up. Been a monster on the boards. That's rebound number 13 for him. Celis maybe hindi man na kailangan magmadali. Sila yung lamang dito with no numbers in the fast break.
Mark San Buenaventura playing above and beyond his averages of 7 points and 9 boards. A turnover here para sa Red Cubs. Olango, Celis to beat. He'll get fouled and head to the line for 2.
Tough. It's been a long night, long afternoon. Dito kay Rob Celis. Hasn't found this all. He did make that layup kanina off the back door. It hasn't been, the most efficient night para sa kanya.
Despite that struggle from Rob Celis, still in position are the Davao Red Cubs. Come up with this victory. The heroics nga of Sean Howe, Dwayne Nonato, Timothy Matias, and of course San Buenaventura with that monster double-double. Because in game number 2, he also kind of struggled, talking about si Rob Celis. And they weren't able to pull off that victory. So, alam mo, kapag barometer din to, yung laro ni Rob Celis, especially Andre Ugadan, also not his usual self. Able to string some baskets here in the 4th after sitting for quite some time. But it has been the others for the Red Cubs.
Grabe yung not usual self ni Andre Ugadan. 10 points, 8 rebounds. I mean, that's a good game for anyone else. But yun nga, yung sukat natin dito kay Andre Ugadan kasi mataas yung expectations. So, an okay game is a bad game for somebody like Andre Ugadan.
Career night na yan, if yan yung numero ko.
May pizza na ako nun pag ganito yung numero ko eh.
Able to hit on that free throw. So Olango, 74-67. Back to a 7-point lead. Nonato for 3. Short. Prieto morals it, but throws it away. Timothy Matias. Another steal. Last 2 minutes na nga tayo rito. Matias, shadowed by Olango. Gets it to Ugadan against Prieto. Straight away for 3. Off the glass. It is a holiday. But Andre Ugadan gets that 3 to go.
Sabi nga ni Andre Ugadan, ang bida nagpapabugbog lang sa umpisa, pero pag tinapos nila, it's big, man. Jesus. Out of nowhere. Oh my goodness.
That move deserves at least 5 points. 77-69. 8-point advantage pa rin para sa Red Cubs. Matias to the baseline. Nonato. That has been the play for the Red Cubs. Produced a lot of opportunities and conversions para sa kanya. Diaz uses the glass as well. Doing Andre Ugadan one better. Di pa tapos to. 79-72. A minute and 5 left in this game. Ynares. Pounding Matias. Ugadan for another 3. Off. Dalisay. Diaz rather. Wow! 4-point play for Jamal Diaz!
Woo!
Hugging it out! Is this Bauan crowd? 4-point lead na lamang para sa Davao.
Jamal Diaz! Oh my goodness!
But the smarts of Jamal Diaz. That power move brought to us by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness partner of Junior MPBL. He knew Nonato was trailing him and used that momentum. Was just fishing for that foul. Bonus na lang na pumasok ang kanyang 3-pointer. Now just a one-possession game. 79-76. Still in favor of the Davao Red Cubs. We'll call for some time with the last 49.2 of this game. You are the Red Cubs. Biglang init yung opensa dito ng Bauan Cafe Uno, and who else would create that offense? Ynares with that acrobatic finish. Jamal Diaz giving them that 4-point play.
Like we said kanina, di ba? With over 3 minutes left, this game was not over because you have guys like Ynares and Diaz who can turn the game around, and true enough, they made us look like geniuses here, Jaime. Jillian Ynares and Jamal Diaz willing their team back into the game. They're only down by 3. The pressure is on Davao to execute. Kasi 49 seconds pa to. Diba? Good for at least 2 possessions. Kahit ma-stop nila dito, the ball will go back to Bauan with the chance to tie.
29 points so far nga para kay Jamal Diaz. His partner in crime, Jillian Ynares, with his own 25. Davao with their usual balanced scoring. They have executed throughout this ball game, have had the lead for majority of this game, and this possession would be key. They are able to hold on and secure this victory. Gadan gets that inbound. They go to Celis. Attacks the lane, drops it off to San Buenaventura. Perfectly executed for the Davao Red Cubs.
Who else but San Buenaventura been the man of the moment for Davao?
San Buenaventura, 14 and 12. And more importantly, making this a 2-possession ball game once again. 81-76 para sa Davao Red Cubs. If ikaw naman number 1 dito, Coach Mark, 40 seconds, bumalik nga ang bola sa'yo. You weren't able to pull off that stop that you were looking for. But again, with the Ynares and Diaz in your offense, anything is possible.
Anything is possible indeed, pero you wanna get Diaz or Ynares with momentum. Diba? You need to get the ball downhill, force a play na rin magko-collapse in depensa nitong Davao. And if you're Davao, you want the ball to end up with somebody else not named Diaz or Ynares. So you can live with other guys hitting shots, and see here the replay, the press break, just the poor pressure defense there by Bauan, allowing Celis to break it down, and the great pass to the man of the moment, Mark San Buenaventura. 14 points, 12 rebounds. What a time for him to have his best game of the tournament.
And yung timing din ng baskets niya eh.
Sakto-sakto, pamatay sunog eh.
Exactly. Pagka painit na yung kape.
Painit na yung kape. Oh, ice coffee lang tayo ngayon.
Lagyan ng yelo yan.
Lagyan ng yelo yan. Cold brew.
Cold brew. But still just a 5-point lead para sa Davao Red Cubs. 81-76. 41.4 seconds left of this timeout. Let's see what they've drawn up.
Gotta go quick here.
Ynares with the basketball. Spinning in the lane. It will be
there you
fouled. He went quick.
Oh, if you're Davao now, you can't lose your cool. Kasi nga, it's just a 5-point lead. Ynares is going to the line for 2. Anything that you say untowards the officials here might result in a technical foul. Dami natin nakita kanina, game before us.
I understand the frustration that you think it wasn't a foul. Pero sabi mo nga, ikaw pa rin ang abante rito. You wouldn't want to give that extra free throw to Bauan Cafe Uno as Ynares calmly hits the first.
It's big here that Bauan still has a foul to give. They just need to get a stop dito kasi nga, babalik yung bola sa kanila. When Ynares makes this free throw, they're only down 3.
Make that 2 for 2 for Gillian Ynares. Substitutions for the Red Cubs. Manding, that extra ball handler. Para sa Red Cubs, replacing itong si Torres. So 37.2 remaining. Foul to give nga para sa Bauan. Matias with the basketball. Will milk as much clock as they could. Is Davao. Ugadan. Goes to Matias. Ugadan again, attacking the lane. Short on his attempt. Gets that offensive rebound. Kicks it out. Matias will control it. Ubusin na nila ang oras dito. Was still a 4-second shot clock, game clock difference. Could argue that Bauan didn't have to foul. But they do have a foul to give, and ito na nga, shot clock is off. As Davao will call for a timeout, leading by 3, 81-78. Back here in the Ynares Sports Arena in Pasig, as the Davao Red Cup crowd sensing a victory and a ticket to the 16 under national finals have been noisy for throughout this ball game. But they're not yet out of the woods. Bauan Cafe Uno just trailing by 3, 81-78. Who would expect that Bauan, if they aren't able to come up with a steal, would force the Red Cubs to go to the line. They get the ball to Ugadan and immediately Prieto giving up that foul, so Ugadan ang pinagkatiwalaan dito to get at least a free throw, make it a 2-possession ball game.
Importante makaisa lang itong si Andre Ugadan because they can play the foul game after this if Coach Britt opts to foul kaysa atake pa ito si Ynares or si Diaz, because we've seen Diaz hit the crazy 4-point play. And Ugadan still showing why he's the man for the Davao Red Cubs. Stepping up clutch here dito sa fourth quarter natin. That yung open pala ang bangko pag holiday. Ano kaya itong bangko ni Andre Ugadan? Gusto ko yan.
Second free throw will get the bounce. Back to a 5-point lead.
No timeouts.
No timeouts remaining para sa Bauan. Ynares for 3. Strong, Olango, rebound, ball will stay with Bauan Cafe Uno with just a second remaining, and that just might be it. Davao Red Cubs with this 5-point lead and a second left in this game likely move on to the national finals, joining their 18 under counterparts. Ynares short on that tray, and that will be the end of this ball game. Davao holds on, winning by 5, 83-78. Gotta give credit, Gillian Ynares, Jamal Diaz carried their team, put them in a position, maybe steal a victory, but that in the end wasn't enough. The composure by the Davao Red Cubs in the end game, especially.
Hard carry by Diaz and Ynares.
So we have a look at our Extreme Gaming move of the game. Ito nga ang pagbukas ng bangko ni Andre Ugadan, converting on that 3 just when Bauan was making that run. Nilagyan nga ng yelo ang kape ng Bauan Cafe Uno. They will move on to the national finals and waiting for the winner of the Pampanga Junior Giant Lanterns and the Quezon City 828 Junior Giants. That will happen immediately after the awarding of the South Division 16 under. Andre Ugadan nga, again, might not be the biggest of games, but it was enough. And balanced scoring for the Red Cubs. They didn't really rely on just a couple of players, showing that the system works. Meanwhile, punta tayo kay Daniel Leguardia, who is with our Extreme Gaming Best Player of the Game.
Eto na nga po mga kaliga, another double-double performance. This time coming from Mark San Benaventura, our Extreme Gaming Best Player of the Game from Davao Red Cubs with 14 points, 12 rebounds, and 1 assist. So Mark, kitang-kita naman na parang deja vu na to kasi nung game 2 nyo sobrang dikit ang laban and now during the last few seconds of the game, nakuha nyo pa rin ang panalo. Para sa'yo ba, how do you maintain your focus and also your composure inside the court?
Ano po, yun nga po, si araw-araw po kami nagte-training and lagi rin po aming, yun nga po, sabi po nga po ni Coach Britt, stronger mind and bigger heart po, yun lang po.
Well, pinakita nyo nga talaga yung stronger minds and bigger hearts nyo sa loob ng court. And with that, meron ka bang gusto sabihin sa lahat ng supporters nyo dito sa Ynares and also online?
Ayun po, salamat po sa pagsuporta po sa Davao and sana po ganito rin po sa finals po.
Congratulations once again, Mark. You are now going to the national finals. So please do us the honors of putting your logo up there. Well, there you have it, everybody. The Davao Red Cubs are going to the national finals. But before we award them, let us go back to Jaime and Coach Mark for some insights about the game.
Thank you once again, Daniel, and congratulations, Mark San Buenaventura, our Extreme Gaming Best Player of the Game. Talagang unsung heroes here for the Red Cubs, Coach Mark. Mark San Buenaventura, really a prime example of how balanced this squad is.
Incredible depth displayed by Davao. You had 4 guys in double figures. Gadan, San Buenaventura, Matias, Sean Howe started so well. You know, that's the type of team that Coach Britt Roma has. It's so hard to play against a team that has so many weapons, di ba? Scoutin mo pa lang, mahirap na. But again, you know, credit goes as well to Bauan Cafe Uno, Gilan Pines, and Jamal Diaz absolutely carried their team to a game within of the national finals.
And let's meet our 16 under South Division champions with Daniel Leguardia.
Standing behind me is the Davao Red Cubs who have claimed their seat to the national finals. Kaya naman, it is a very pleasurable moment for me to congratulate them as the first Apex 88 Junior MPBL South Division 16 under champions. Kaya naman, to hand over this award, may we call on the Commissioner of Junior MPBL, Keith Picasso, and Executive Director, J.R. Navarro. And there you have it. Once again, congratulations to you guys. So how you have been showing great performance all throughout the season. Ano pa ba ang may papakita nyo sa national finals?
Honestly, stay together lang kami, extra effort, and yun nga, we should avoid the unnecessary turnovers and team effort. Team effort was definitely shown as they all won to the national finals. Kaya naman, everybody, let us congratulate once again the Davao Red Cubs. Pero mga kaliga, do not go anywhere. May dalawa pa tayong laro na aabangan and stay tuned.
Liga ng